Good morning and welcome to Wisdom of the World. Today's story is from Vietnam, and the story is called The God of the Mountains and the God of the Waters. And it goes like this. King Hung had a beautiful daughter, Princess Mi Nuong. When she was 16 years old, the king decided that she should marry someone who was exceptional and well matched to her talent. One day, two suitors arrived at the kingdom to ask for her hand. The first, who came from the mountains, was handsome and intelligent and possessed great powers. He pointed his finger to the east and green rice paddies appeared. He pointed his finger to the west and high mountains arose. He was the God of the mountains. The other came from the sea, and he also had tremendous powers. When he called the wind, it blew as strongly as he commanded. And when he asked for rain, he could have any amount he wished. Truly, it seemed, both were equally deserving to be the son-in-law of King Hung, and he had great difficulty in choosing who it would be. The king summoned his advisors to discuss the problem, but they could not offer any solution. Finally, the king called the two to his presence. I am pleased with both of you, but I have only one daughter. This is my decision. I will give Mi Nuong to the one who brings these things to me. Firstly, an elephant with 9 tusks. Next, a rooster with 9 spurs, and finally a horse with 9 manes. Early next morning, the God of the mountains returned, bearing all the precious gifts. King Hung was most pleased and allowed Mi Nuong to follow him to his palace in the mountains. Later, the God of the waters appeared with an equal array. But his hope turned to fury when he learned of the victory of the God of the mountains. He pursued the couple, determined to seize the beautiful bride for himself. He called on the wind and the rain to assist him, and a mighty typhoon arose. The deluge began to drown the earth. The God of the mountains was not afraid. He moved mountains and hills to block the floods. And as the waters rose higher, so did the land. The battle raged for months, but finally, his powers exhausted, the God of the waters retreated to his realm in the east. Time passed. But his hatred and resentment did not diminish, and when his strength was renewed, he attacked once more. Again, after a long and fierce contest, he was repulsed, and again he fled to his watery home. Each year since that time, the God of the waters has renewed his onslaught, but each year, he always loses. The beautiful princess and the God of the mountains lived forever in happiness. End of the story. Now let me tell you why this story is so important for Vietnam. As you may or may not know, but Vietnam is basically a long strip of land of 3,500 kilometers long. And it's a strip of mountains and a strip of sea. So this story has inspired and encouraged generations of Vietnamese people to deal with the storms, the typhoons, the droughts, the floods that come, climate change, right? Every year from the sea. And every year, the mountain, which basically represents the people's wisdom, win, and they come out stronger and better. So that is why this story is so important for the Vietnamese people. Thank you.